Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin, and welcome to our final moments of this year. I guess this has been an insane year. Thank you guys so much for the support. So basically, for the support, I am gonna go That's English, right? I went and looked at all the movies that I reviewed, and I'm gonna put them as my, what do I think is the top 10 best movies of this year, and I'm gonna do that with the worst movies. So you guys get to see me see me happy, and then you guys get to see me suffer and relive those horrible moments that you guys really enjoy. So that'll be the next video. So we're gonna be starting on a good note, and next we're gonna be ending on a bad note, which I think it's the other way around, that you're supposed to have it the other way around, but I like it being opposite of one another. I like ending the year on a terrible note. That makes no sense, but okay. These are going to be movies that I have reviewed over the year, and not every movie is going to make on this list. There's a bunch of movies that I really do like that I just couldn't really put on the list, because these are the more memorable movies that I've saw over the years. Like, these are the ones like, oh yeah, I remember that. And when I was looking back, I was like, oh, that is a great movie, but for some fucking reason, I don't remember you that much, so I guess you're not going to be on my list. That's basically how it is. Sorry if there's like a movie that you guys really enjoyed that didn't make it on the list. That's fine. Let me know what your guys' list down below, if it's on your list or something like on those lines. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Number 10.
Batman at number 10. This one was higher on my list. It almost even got bumped off, but I was like, I'm keeping this one up here. And so I really liked it. I really liked the idea that they were going for. The ending of the Batman was not really my favorite, but overall, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy Robert Pattinson's Batman, and I did enjoy his version of what universe it's going to be. Hopefully what James Gunn is doing, he doesn't bring it into the DC universe that he's planning. Hopefully it just stays off on its own universe. The same thing with the Joker that is getting the sequel. Can't wait for that. That's going to be interesting to see, especially when it's a musical. But I really enjoyed the Batman.
Number 9.
Avatar: The Way of Water. I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. There's certain parts in the movie that I did find like iffy, for sure, but the CGI, the story was way better than the first one. I really was more in depth with the characters, and it deserves to be on this list because I was not a fan of the first one. I enjoyed the CGI, I enjoyed the action sequences, but I hated the characters. I hated the dialogue in that movie. And I'm not going to compare it to whatever movies that other people have. Overall, that movie, when it came to the story, wasn't that very good. So this movie had a huge hill to climb for me, especially when the first one was $2 billion at the box office, for not that much, for when it came to story-wise, not very good. It honestly did, and it deserves being on this list. People might be upset if it's not, that it's not higher, but there is way better movies that, in my opinion, that came before this.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Bullet Train. Bullet Train is a fun movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I went and saw it with a friend. We both came out laughing our asses off. It's just like, it was a lot of fun. It was awesome to see Brad Pitt enjoy himself and enjoy whatever he is doing at the moment. Like, it literally is just taking the most obscure roles for the past couple years and just doing whatever. So it was fun to see him play, especially in a passive type of character that turns into killing. So he's not a very passive character anymore at that point. But the idea of it was really cool, just staying on this one train, having these action sequences.
Number 7.
Number 7, Terrifier 2. This movie was just, what the fuck? I actually really like this movie, and I'm planning on getting it on 4K at some point. But I did a review with it with a friend, Kobe. There's a review on the channel, and so yeah, this movie proved that practical effects is better than CGI. This movie proves it, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's tiny CGI in the movie. There's definitely definitely a huge CGI scene. For like, well, not a huge CGI scene, but like you can definitely tell like, okay, that scene had to be used for CGI. But overall, the movie has sticking its ground in the sand. Like, hey, practical effects can still be a thing. Look at what we're fucking doing. We're skinning people. Like, how fucking awful is that? And I really enjoyed it.
Number 6.
Number 6, Fall. I hate heights. Heights scare the living shit out of me. But I'll just get on the roller coaster, I guess. That's fine, because at least I'm strapped in. It's definitely this is an intense movie. I really liked it. I think the acting was pretty good from I have no words for it. Like, it was really terrifying just to see these two girls on the tallest tower, like abandoned tower, mostly this like, you know, radio tower that was just abandoned in the middle of the desert, have no signal to get help, and it's like that's to the point of like falling down. It's terrifying. It definitely made my skin crawl and hairs stand on it. It's
Number 5.
Number 5, Running the Bases. I really do like this movie. This was a very an emotional movie. This is a Christian movie where a kid sort of can't really play baseball anymore because of a certain condition that he had or has, and so he decides to become a baseball coach, and so the school principal or the school sports leader or whatever you want to call it doesn't like he is basically sort of performing his religion on school property or something on those lines. At least like promoting Jesus or Christ in some form on baseball, like playing baseball, and so like it was cool. It was cool to see this aspect and like, you know, see everything come together and like how to deal with, you know, your own religion in this world. And so they handled it pretty well.
Number 4.
Number 4, Till. This was a fucking emotional movie. Holy, my gosh, like, timid. Oh, they didn't show anything. Like, they didn't show the body or anything. Well, no, actually, they did. They did show the body, but they didn't show him being murdered. So that was. But even hearing the screams in the background of like you see like where you basically see the location and where it's all happening, but it's like from a far distance. It's outside and everything's happening inside. You hear his screams. It's very emotional, and the acting from the mother in that movie was. Like, it was amazing. Like, when she screams and cries, it's very impactful, and you feel that, like, it hits you, and it's like really good. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Number 3.
Number 3, The Whale. The Whale is a fantastic movie, and it made this top 10 list easily. And this movie has only been out for a week. Maybe more, because it had exclusive releases in certain places. I think it was exclusively released like in New York or something. I just finally got to see it because it was just released where I was at. And so I guess for me, when it was released where I'm at, it's only been out for a week. And that is saying a lot. Brendan Fraser does a fantastic job in this movie. There is one scene that just hits real hard and it drops to my core, and it's a very emotional movie, and you're just in one location, and it relies on Brendan Fraser's acting to, you know, hold up the whole entire movie when it's mostly just him in this one location in his apartment and just sitting basically in one spot throughout the whole entire movie. It relies on him. Hopefully, maybe he earns an Oscar from this, because this was one of his best performances and one of the best movies of all year.
Number 2.
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent as my number 2 of the year. I love Nicolas Cage, and a movie about Nicolas Cage playing himself and having and meeting a guy that is just a huge fan, which is played by Pedro Pascal. This is like the best movie ever. Like this is top tier. Like this is because this movie, it doesn't take itself really serious. Like the plot in this movie is pretty stupid, but it has fun with itself. Like it's literally Nicolas Cage sort of playing Nicolas Cage himself, and I sort of has to go undercover for the CIA to see if Pedro Pascal is this drug lord. But then, you know, still having a bond with them, and you see like these bro moments. Like it's fantastic. It's funny. It really knows what it is, and it's a lot of fun.
Number one.
Number one, of course. I mean, at this point, if you guys haven't been part of my channel, well, if you don't know what my number one's gonna be, like, then I don't know what to say to you, because Top Gun Maverick, my number one. I literally made an unboxing video for the collection, for the movie. Like I got the first movie steelbook, I got the Top Gun Maverick steelbook, I got everything. I even got the dog tag that says Top Gun Maverick, and I wear it every once in a while because Top Gun Maverick just is awesome. Top Gun Maverick is what brought movie theaters back to life. And you can say, no, Spider-Man No Way Home did, but Top Gun Maverick brought back the 40 to 80-year-olds back to the theaters. That's my top 10 list of 2022. I think my top 10 2021 might be a little bit more interesting. I don't know. I need to go back and look at that list. But I did have a lot of fun with these movies. My top 10 worst list. Whoo! Ain't that gonna be a little bit longer video, because I've got some shit to say about these movies, because I've seen a lot. That list was fucking hard. I was looking through and I'm like, oh, that movie's bad. Oh, that movie's bad. And I even had to switch them around. Like I had a movie at like number 4 or something, and I'm like, all right, you're going to number 2 because you fucking deserve that. Fuck you. I'm like, yeah, I'm being too nice with you. So that one's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys stick around to see that one. But anyway, let me know what you guys' top 10 movies, or what is your top 5 or whatever, how movies you've seen of this year. Let me know what your favorite movies of this year is in the comment section below. All the reviews for my movies are down as well, for like the top 10 movies I've talked about. If you guys want like full depth review of all those movies, you guys can check those out. Links are down below. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye guys.